Yo, what's good? It's your boy 24K Golden, and this is Growing Up Golden. I would say my first time really having any sort of experience with music, I was maybe 4 years old. I really wanted drum lessons. I just loved to bang on the drums because I think my grandpa, he played drums for a really long time and he was a drum teacher.
Mama, get me!
I did, 2 times.
Capoeira. Honestly, that's kind of one of my first musical experiences too. It's a very music-driven martial art. And I got into that when I was 4, and I did that for 7 years. Almost every day after school, I would do it, and I think that just taught me consistency and pushing through. And this is called the Jinga. It's kind of like the moving around, but I don't know if I'm an attack or defend yet. It's back and forth like that.
Today is September 13th, 2001. It is Golden's 10th month birthday. And he is a walker.
So my dad, when I was in preschool, he introduced this concept to me of being a warrior. If you look at your palm, most people will have some sort of M or W shape on there, right? But when you're a kid, you haven't creased your hands as many times, so it's still pretty flat. So he had a very bold W, and he said, look, this is the mark of a warrior. I'm gonna show you how to be a warrior. How to think, how to wait, how to fast, how to be patient, how to achieve your dreams, and with that framework, he kind of taught me what it was like to be a man, what it was like to be a good person. And I'm thinking yo, I'm about to get some magic powers or something like that. In a way, I kind of did, because I think just having clear-headedness and that type of foundation is sort of a magic power, because not everybody gets that same kind of training growing up. I vividly remember it was my 13th birthday, and 13 is a very important number to me, very lucky number. And I was like, all right, it's my 13th birthday, something crazy is gonna happen. I have no idea what's gonna happen, it's gonna be so crazy. And I was an avid sneakerhead at that point, still am. All I really want is to go check out the sneaker shop that was by my house. And I walked in, and it was like a kid walking into a candy shop. Paperboy, who's the owner of the store, he was actually wearing the Galaxy Foamposites when he walked in. And for me, those are something that I only seen on the internet at this point, right? I'm like, yo, who is this man? Who is this Willy Wonka figure right here? And I feel like I'm walking into the Dream Factory or something like that. And we just kind of hit it off. I bought a couple shirts, and I went home, and I was like, I would have thought something more impactful would have happened on my 13th birthday, but little did I know, 7 years later, I could look at it and be like, oh my God, that was one of the most important days of my entire life.
I'm in the band, no, picking it through, no, wait, was that too explicit?
I just started helping him out with sneaker events and stuff like that, coming to the shop after school and just kicking it there, playing Super Smash Bros, just learning a lot of game, I remember when I was 15 or something like that, I had already been freestyling on YouTube beats with my friends for about a year, and they were tired of hearing that. So I'm like, all right, I gotta share this to the world. I gotta find people who aren't tired of hearing me freestyle for 30 minutes straight. So I went to Paperboy, and he had mentioned to me before, hey, you should do music. You should drop a song or something like that. And I was like, I don't know. I think I finally gained the confidence to be able to put that out there. And I said, hey, big bro, I'm ready. Let's make a song. He took me up to the studio. He helped me write my first song. I dropped it on SoundCloud. And when I went to school the next day, people were playing it. Kids were coming up to me and being like, yo, that's some fire shit, keep it up. And at this point, there was nobody in San Francisco doing that. We didn't have a SoundCloud rap scene like that. I was really the first artist I knew from the city that was doing the music that I was doing and coming up in high school. So people immediately started gravitating towards that. I graduated my high school with a 4.16 cumulative GPA. I got a 1400 on the SATs. I was able to get into USC.
Bitch, I go to USC.
Me being a black kid, a rapper, having swag, I think a lot of my peers underestimated me because they were like, oh yeah, he'll do whatever. But I ended up going to a better school than most of the people there, and I didn't have to pay for it. So that was a big you to all the haters back then. Me and USC and me getting into the music scene overlap at the same time. And that's where I really had that kind of dual life thing, because in the daytime, I'm going to these classes, I'm doing homework, I'm on the campus, I'm writing essays. And then at nighttime, I'm in the studio, like writing songs for other artists, working on songs for myself, like performing at different venues and stuff like that. And there was some overlap because the USC community was really like supportive of me. They championed me as like, this is our guy. So that helped a lot. My purpose is making music, being an artist, inspiring the world, creating dope stuff for the world. And school was hindering that more than it was helping that at a certain point. Like, it was just one day that I walked into class and I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I just packed my stuff up and I was like, I gotta go, it's an emergency. By the way, I won't be here next week, peace. And then I just walked out and I never went to any of my classes again. I had signed my deal, we put Valentino out, but it didn't immediately take off like I think they expected. So the thought process was, this kid is talented, he can make music at a high volume. Let's you know, get him some practice, you know, some training sessions, and the worst case scenario, he gets some cuts for some other artists, you know?
I ain't tryna tell you what to do, but try to play it cool.
I saw like the tweet by Billboard, like, #1, Mood, 24K Gold, and Ian Dior. And I jump out of bed and I like go to Omer's room and I go to KBZ's room and I'm like, we did it, guys, we did it. We're running around the house. I'm in my boxers, I jump into the pool, like I go straight on Instagram Live. Like, that was one of the happiest moments of my life, for real. When my first EP dropped out of college, it was me kind of just getting a feel for the landscape and what I was capable of. Can I make a trap song? Yep. Can I make a rock song? Yep. Can I make a pop song? Can I make an emo song? Can I make an alternative song? And just trying out all those different types of sounds. But now with El Dorado, I figured out how to put them all together into a sound that is uniquely me, that is uniquely golden. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and listening to me. Make sure you go check out my debut album, El Dorado, out now. Stay golden. Love you guys.